And the Lakers will go to work first in those brilliant gold uniforms trimmed in purple. There's Luka Doncic, the hottest man in the game. A step back long gun, it won't go. Ayton with a rebound, though, out to LeBron. Reeves, they go back to Luka for a drive. Short J off the high glass goes, and the Lakers score first.
Pistons will need to be good on the defensive glass tonight, because if you can force Doncic into a miss like you did a moment ago, clean up the rebound, you help yourself greatly. But if you give him extra shots, well, you're going to hurt yourself greatly.
The last guy you want to give an extra shot to. Tobias from the corner for three. It won't go through. Controlled by Ayton. Ahead to LeBron. And a whistle. Asar Thompson foul.
Be careful, I'd say, with him.
LeBron from midcourt. Inbounds to Reeves. They want to go inside to LeBron, and he's grabbed and fouled by Tobias. The officials are John Goebel, Natalie Sago, and Scott Twardowski. Reeves is open, his shot is wide. Tobias with a rebound. Tobias against LaRavia. Hands to Asar, shot clock at 13. Duncan Robinson, nice bounce back to Asar, got him a dunk.
And that's the way you do it on the offensive end. You move, you give it as a threat to score. That will put pressure on the Lakers defense.
We're tied at 2. Ayton's backing in, spins and fires and misses. Tobias with the rebound. Danis Jenkins to forecourt off a near triple-double against Golden State in the Pistons' last outing. A victory here. Blocked by Ayton on Duncan Robinson. Lakers push it ahead to LeBron. Thought about a three, didn't take it. Now Luka Doncic will take it and make it.
Locate him early. Make sure there's always a man on him when he crosses half court. It just showed you some of his range.
He has all 5 for the Lakers. Pistons to Asar. Tobias from the corner by himself. In and out. Tough luck miss to Ayton. LeBron gives it to Luka. Luka against Tobias, almost lost it. Goes to the baseline, whips it into the corner to LaRavia on the wing now, and a miss for Austin Reeves. Pistons boarded. Danis has it, slides to the rim, flips it up, lefty, no! Tough luck miss, Ayton with a rebound. Luka in forecourt. Luka for 3, that's gonna bang off the iron and go out of bounds to the Pistons. Lakers lead 5-2. We played 3 minutes. Jalen Duren to Duncan Robinson for a drive and a lob to JD. Touches it up and in. Count that, baby. And a foul, I would believe.
Catch.
Yep. Danis Jenkins with the clock at 6. Inside for JD. Scoops no, but a whistle and a foul, says Scott Twardowski. Arabia gets the start. Jalen Duren at the free throw line. Hits the first. Tobias Harris in the pit. Your seats for that one. That'll be a great, great matchup. JD buries them both. 5-4 Lakers. LaRavia with a bounce to Ayton. Back to Luka Doncic for a long gun. It is long and off the heel. JD to forecourt. Dribble hands to Asar. Now Danis Jenkins with a crossover. Hand off to Asar. He'll fire. It is off the iron to Luka Doncic. Is that a push-off rebound?
On their defense.
Pistons have it in Danis' hands. Baseline for Tobias. Double team it. He'll fire and miss. Rebound lands in the lap of Austin Reeves. Ahead to LeBron. Reeves catches topside, fires, it won't fall. Barely got any iron. Tobias to forecourt.
Tobias is getting all those missed three-point rebounds.
Tobias penetrates off to Danis for a dunk. Danis Jenkins went way up to throw it down. Pistons lead 6-5. 7:35 to play in the first. LeBron's cross-court pass ends up in the hands of Luka Doncic. Sideline of LaRavia, misfires to Jalen Duren.
They're 1 of 9 as a team from Triple M. And folks, this is a team that shoots 50% on the season.
Pistons inside. The last pass to Asar. We've played 5 minutes. Reeves to the foul line. On the wing to LeBron. His shot's in and out. Lakers shooting 16% now. Danis Jenkins for the Pistons. Finds some room in the lane. Floats it up from in front off the heel. Rebound of LeBron way up for Reeves. Reeves lays it up, lays it in.
The alertness of LeBron James. Did you see what he did? He got the rebound with one hand and just redirected it down to a running, streaking by himself, Austin Reeves. That was heads up by LeBron James.
And here's Tobias on the drive. Bumped on the shot try. They'll call the foul. If you're in the place, you might want to check and see if they still have any left. I doubt it. Tobias at the line.
We are approaching halfway through this first quarter, folks. And the score is 7-7. That tells you how strong the defense is both ways in this game.
Lakers inside. Luka got an easy one. He already has 7 of the Lakers' 9. They lead by 2 halfway through the first. Danis Jenkins against Reeves. In the corner. Tobias rises and triples. Nice. Good-looking shot for Tobias Harris.
And a nice pass and find from Danis Jenkins, who, continues to do a nice job running this ball club when pressed in action.
10-9 Pistons. Tobias 4 points, 4 rebounds. LeBron works against him on the other end. Backs in, headed for the baseline. Tobias tapped it out of bounds, but they're going to say...
LeBron James peered back to see 2 Pistons on the floor while the Lakers had a 5-on-3 advantage. He found the right guy.
Duncan Robinson against Luke Kennard, who's replaced Laravia. Asar to the basket, no. JD with a rebound, back up and in off the glass. Powerful stick back. Luka with the basketball against Karis LeVert, who reached in and got him on the arm. Karis and Duncan Robinson and Paul Reed. Danis Jenkins and Tobias on the court now for the Pistons.
Former basketball and former football players, almost all of them, if they played, is in the league, but he looks to be in some serious pain right now. To be on Luka.
So does Kevin Huerter.
You want to keep a good defender on him.
Luka takes his time, makes all 3, and he has 10 in 8 minutes. Danis Jenkins, topside Paul Reed. Hands to Huerter, back inside to Paul, lays it up, lays it in. Nice play by the Pistons, and we're tied at 16.
On a couple of those plays, the Pistons have made it look really easy by moving without the basketball.
Keep an eye on that for sure.
Well, he's fortunate to be playing tonight. Picked up his 16 technical, what was thought to be a 16 technical, and a win against Orlando, arguing with Gogo Batazzi, but they rescinded it, George, which made him available here.
Takeaway by Austin Reeves. Nearly taken back by Javonte Green. But LeBron James, still kind of favoring that right hand, is back on the court for the Lakers. Arabia inbounds. Reeves gives to LeBron. LeBron against Javonte Green. Bounce to Reeves. Shot clock at 7. He'll back up against Jalen Duren. Throws it up with an air ball.
Man.
Recovered by Asar Thompson. Topside to Kevin Huerter. Screen from Jalen Duren. Back on top to Karis LeVert. Javonte Green gives it back to Karis. Clock at 7. The bounce it inside for JD. On the baseline. Leading gun, Karis LeVert.
Just one shot attempt in this game, and it came off an offensive rebound.
Lakers send it deep to Jared Vanderbilt. Got him a dunk. 5 assists for LeBron. Luka heading back to the Laker bench. Asar Thompson to the basket, off the glass, and good! Missed the free throw. Rebound to Vanderbilt, ahead to LeBron. Austin Reeves against Asar. Hayes with a screen. Reeves with a drive, got to the basket for a scoop, didn't score it, but he did draw a bump and a foul.
He was averaging 30, and so was
Thank
Luka.
you.
And so he is a solid threat as that number 3 guy.
University of Detroit Mercy Night, Wednesday coming up. Your ticket includes a donation to the university, a limited edition co-branded crew neck. Secure your tickets now at pistons.com/college nights. Let's see the Titans represented. Kevin Herter gives to Jalen Duren. Jalen starts his drive, got to the basket, drew a foul. Deep breath. First one falls. Now a message from the Southeast Michigan Ford. 2 good-looking free throws for Jalen Duren. J.B. Bickerstaff's team's within 2. It's 31-29 Lakers. Reeves to forecourt against Asar Thompson. Used that off arm to try to get away from Asar. Almost lost it. Inside for LaRavia to the basket for a score.
That was impressive.
Had that thing way out to his side and somehow got it off the glass and good.
That takes some athleticism.
Asar deep bounce to Javonte Green. Missed the shot, but drew a foul. Summer camp early registration is live for children grades 3 through 9. Give your child the ultimate basketball experience taught first to fall. Here's the second. He hits it.
This may be a game where the Pistons find themselves playing it from behind for a good portion, but staying within reach is important. They'll get a chance to tie this or take the lead after this foul.
Kevin Herter will inbound. Bounces to Karis LeVert to the basket for a score. Great cut by Karis LeVert. Good find by Herter.
Well, running into LeBron James cannot be much different than running into a telephone pole.
Lob inside.
Well, you got to appreciate the fact that Reeves is finding teammates while he struggles with his own offense.
Dunk for Hayes. Jackson Hayes blocks. Jalen Duren said something to him. That's not smart. LeBron on the other end against Javonte Green. Spins inside, ball slapped away, and out of bounds off LeBron. Lakers by 2. 8:35 to play in the half. Kevin Herter. Sideline to Asar. Up gunning for 3. Rebound, Jared Vanderbilt. To Austin Reeves. Reeves down the lane. Sees some daylight, but it didn't last long. Got it swatted by Asar. Pistons running out. And ripped with a foul as he tried to go. Some excitement in the ball game. There certainly has been some early on. Karis LeVert gets the first. What the other team's been up to lately.
They're going to catch San Antonio or OKC, but they certainly like to stay there and to give them definitely home court advantage to the first round.
Karis LeVert made both free throws. He's got the ball in a possession. Top side to Herter. Guns for 3, and it's through. That might be the biggest. Under 8 minutes to play in the first half. LeBron to Ayton. Baseline drive. And a miss for Vanderbilt. Karis LeVert off into the corner to Asar. Herter drops it deep. Nice pass to JD. Drew a foul before he could get a shot airborne.
That's good.
The Lakers and the Pistons renew their...
The next closest guy on either team is 7. And now 8, Jalen
A
Duren.
generational player, as they've called him.
Yeah, he is.
2 free throws fall for JD. And the Pistons lead by 5 all of a sudden. Luke Kennard to the lane. Topside LeBron. He screens for LeBron. 4 on the clock. LeBron sends a pass into the corner. Kennard for 3. Won't go through. Rebound to Javonte Green. Asar Thompson's down and a little bit shaken up. Kevin Herter for 3. It rims away to DeAndre Ayton. Luka Doncic to the lane. Floats it up, no, hits the deck, doesn't get a whistle. Pistons run it out the other way. JD to the basket, off the square for a score. Don't look now, but the Pistons lead him by 7.
Boy, Sar Thompson, who got jacked up, took him a moment to get his bearings, but he did not need a timeout to collect himself. He's still out there going at it.
Reeves on the drive off the high glass. The hook back up over his head.
Help bring awareness to the mission of the Sports Commission.
I'm excited for the race. I will be running it, but for those who want to sign up right now, how can they do so?
Is at the line. Got to split up the stripe. Pistons to Paul Reeves. Behind the back to Duncan Robinson. Duncan drives it into traffic, and it's out of bounds to the Lakers.
Not sure the Pistons realized that the Lakers were in a zone there. Changing it up maybe caught them a little bit off guard.
Luka Doncic with a good handle to the baseline for a fall away. No. Tapped in by Ayton. Javonte Green.
Third in the league in steals off the bench with 82 coming into this game. Third in the league off the bench.
Luka to forecourt. Hounded by Javonte. Drops it down deep, and Ayton able to convert. Ayton with 8. Pistons by 4, 47-43. Danis Jenkins to the baseline. Gives it up to Tobias. Drives it through. Pistons move the ball to Danis for a long gun that goes. Deep on the right wing, he buried that baby, and he has a dozen.
Ball reversal will get you those kind of open looks. Ball moves from one side to the other.
Lakers trying to take advantage of Ayton's height. He lost the pass. Tobias drives it right to the rack, tried to jam it himself. Came off the iron. Paul Reed has it in the corner. To Danis on the wing. Another triple for Danis Jenkins. Wow. By the way, LeBron with his third scoreless first half of his career. The last one was back in 2010.
Look at the net. Look what Duncan
Robinson. He ripped the net, as we used to say.
He tore it up. Get him. Look at that. That's courtesy of Duncan Robinson to start this quarter.
Long gun starts the second half, and that will be deflating. LeBron penetrates, and Austin Reeves scores from the corner. Pistons 68, the Lakers 55. Danis Jenkins to the lane. Duncan Robinson with a shot fake, and now the shot, and he sticks it. Duncan Robinson, 7 from behind the long line. Reeves gets a high screen from Ayton. And the shot is short. They just took a point. LeBron saying, how many times can you make a decision? Well, Reeves buries both free throws. He has 13 points after a slow start. Gregory told you he'd be there before the game was over in the significant double digits. LaRavia with 4 points and now 3 fouls. Danis Jenkins to the baseline. Danis Jenkins got too deep. Ran out of real estate. Nobody to pass it to, and it's out of bounds to the Lakers. Pistons 71, the Lakers 57. Just underway in the second half. Reeves to the basket. Dishes to Ayton. LeBron topside to Luka. Luka against Danis. Stops and fires and fills it up. Good looking shot by Luka Doncic.
And they're jumping in front of him. He keeps the full concentration on the rim, so he's not bothered. It's just a matter of whether he's going to make it or miss it.
Good call, Gregory. He makes more than his share. We all know that. Duncan Robinson trapped in the corner, topside. Tobias shot clock at 3. He will fire. It is short. Long rebound to Danis Jenkins. Gives it up to Sar Thompson. Tobias to Duncan Robinson. 5 on the clock. Tobias Guns doesn't get it. DeAndre Ayton with a rebound to LeBron. Here he comes to forecourt. LeBron still has not scored in the ballgame. Whips it inside to Reeves. Great pass. And Austin Reeves did the rest.
George, he hasn't scored, but he's been responsible for 8 buckets. He's got 8 assists in this game, just playing it, doing other things.
He said yes, and Reeves did the rest. It's 71-61 now. The Pistons lead him. Danis to the lane. Danis stops and fires. It's off the heel JD with a rebound. Duncan Robinson gives it up to Tobias for a corner three, and it's through. Clutch shot after clutch shot after clutch shot by the Pistons in this one. They're up 74-61. Luka Doncic against Duncan Robinson. Poking at the ball. Luka to the lane, misfires. Off the deck it comes to Asar. Lobs to JD, touched it up a little too hard. No, LaBravia ahead to Luka, lays it up, lays it in. So it's 74-63 Pistons. Played about 4 minutes of the second half here in downtown Detroit.
You miss a layup, and then you give up a layup. How many times have you seen that happen, folks?
More than once. Here goes Tobias down the lane. Nice dish to Asar for a jam. 76-63. Perfect playmaking for Tobias. He has 3 assists, 5 rebounds, and 10 points. Luka down the lane. Luka stops and fires. Fills it.
I'd be concerned with how many times he's getting into the lane now off the dribble. You didn't see him in the lane a lot in the first half. He was forced to shoot it from way out.
Yeah. Tobias against him. Hands to Asar. Clock at 12. Deep to JD, and you get a patented Jalen Duren down deep deuce. He has a dozen. 78-65 Pistons. A miss for Luka.
That's what you want.
Yeah, he was outside, way outside. Duncan Robinson from the corner misses to LeBron. LeBron to forecourt. Still hasn't scored in the ball game. Thought about a three, gives to Luka. His pass intended for LaRavia, picked off by Asar.
Numbers.
To Tobias. And the Jalen Duren in the corner to Danis Jenkins. Missed it, and the rebound comes to Luka Doncic. Ahead to Austin Reeves. Reeves on the drive. Lays it up, lays it in. Off the square. 78-67 advantage over the Lakers here in downtown Detroit. 6:20 left in the third. Tobias with a drive. Stops and fires. It won't go. Trying to flush it on the follow was Asar. Missed it, brought it down, lost it. Tobias picks it up. Corner dish to Danis Jenkins, and he delivers from distance. You know, that's a triple for Danis. He has 18.
At halftime, I talked to former Laker, two-time champion Michael Thompson, who does their broadcast. George, he said he's very impressed with the Pistons. Why? Because they play so hard. You just saw an example of that a moment ago when the Pistons were on offense.
LeBron got his first hoop. That's what Kevin O'Neal, my buddy, longtime NBA and collegiate coach, said to me. These guys play so hard.
Yeah.
Coaches love it when the guys are working that hard. A block inside by LeBron on Paul Reed. Luke Kennard to Austin Reeves. Reeves against Tobias. They got plenty of shot clock. It's now 13. Reeves, topside LeBron. They give back to Reeves. This for three, and it's through. That's a routine they like. It's Reeves. No D whatsoever against him on a good-looking three. It's 81-73 now, Pistons. 5 to play in the third. Tobias against Luka. Tapped away by Luka to Reeves. LeBron down the lane, lays it up, lays it in as he hits the deck, and so does Asar Thompson. And now the lead has been sliced to 6. Tobias with the basketball. Backs up against Ayton. Danis Jenkins gives it back to Tobias. Clock at 7. In the corner to Paul Reed. Way outside Tobias. A long gun's going to be short. And time runs out on that shot clock.
For a minute, George, they've got the Pistons playing a little out of their element, playing a little too fast and hurrying shots, and it's leading the Lakers on a little run here.
4:23 left in the third. 81-75 Pistons. Luka Doncic for the Lakers. Into the paint to LeBron. Spins on Tobias. Fires. It won't fall. Tapped by Ayton. Pulled down by Danis Jenkins. Ahead to Karis LeVert. Danis backs up to the wing. Gives to Paul Reed, who finds Karis. Karis against Luka. On the wing to Danis. Top side to Karis LeVert. He'll stop and fire and fill it up.
That was a hard shot. And under the conditions and the circumstances, even harder.
That's a clutch hoop for Karis LeVert. We've seen that before, though. It's 83-75. Pistons with the lead. Luke Kennard with the ball for the Lakers. Austin Reeves gives to LeBron. Shot clock at 8. LeBron James has Danis on him in front for Reeves. And he needs points for exclusive prices and experiences. Pistons rewards presented by Ticketmaster. Reeves makes them both. 83-77.
Here's what happens when you establish yourself as a scorer. You get a chance to struggle, and sometimes struggle mightily, and then still have a good game. That's what you're seeing with Austin Reeves. He started this game off slowly. Look at him now.
22 points. We're still in the third. JD in the lane. Shot popped out on him. Lakers boarded. Luka has it. Luke Kennard. Inside for Jackson Hayes. The ball kind of redirected, but it still got to Hayes for a jam. And now the Lakers are within 4. 2:44 left in the third. Karis LeVert into the corner to Ron Holland. Guns for 3, won't go through. Luka with a rebound. Shot clock at 12 for Luka Doncic. Sideline long gun, won't go. Rebound Karis LeVert. Good grab. Danis Jenkins to the basket. Reverses. He hits it. 85-79 Pistons. 6 gold uniforms. Bring it to forecourt. Laravia against Herter. LeBron lobs. Unable to finish is Jackson Hayes, and Jalen Duren was the big reason why. Herter inside for JD. Reverse no, but he was bumped and fouled. The foul's on Jared Van, the official G League affiliate of the Pistons. Action-packed basketball, family fun, free parking, and mascot appearances at Wayne State Fieldhouse. Great place to watch a ball game. Create a family tradition with a 26-27 membership today at cruisebasketball.com/membership. Guy who's leading the Pistons tonight, once the star for the Cruise, Danis Jenkins. See some other future stars, and you go watch him play.
Yeah, you call him former Cruise now.
Yeah. JD with 2 free throws. He has 16. And Reeves got entangled with defenders and stumbled and traveled.
He's going to bark at the official. Couldn't get a win here tonight.
Pistons up 4. First minute, fourth quarter. Karis LeVert with a shot. It won't drop. With Arabia with a bounce to LeBron. Gives to Jackson Hayes. LeBron gets it back. Flips the pass cross court to Laravia. Top side to Reeves. Devontae Green all over him. Reeves to the basket for a scoop. It won't go.
Great defense.
This is going to stop when they need one. A great stop. You're right, Gregory. Chance for the shot. Karis LeVert for the Pistons. Karis LeVert with a drive. Karis LeVert with a shot. Off the high glass. No. LeBron with a rebound. Cross courts to Austin Reeves. Reeves gets a screen. Lobs it inside for the man who set the screen, Jackson Hayes.
Hayes is trending back to the first quarter when it was difficult for both these teams to get much done. We'll see.
Kind of looks that way. LeBron backs in. He's had a lot of trouble scoring. Gets to the basket this time, though, for a deuce. And it's 91-89. We got a ball game, folks. 10 minutes left. The Pistons and the Lakers doing battle one more time. Karis LeVert gives to Kevin Herter. He'll jack up a 3. It won't go through, but JD's got the rebound. Top side to LeVert. Star Thompson deep for JD. Flips it up and in.
That's the second time he's going to get Duren.
Kevin Herter with a basketball for the Pistons. Shot clock down to 7. He'll drive it. Dish it to Karis LeVert. Time for a 3. Off the rim. Austin Reeves with the rebound. He'll bring it to forecourt. Crosses over. Gets to the basket. Batted away by Devontae Green. And out of bounds off the Lakers.
I think it went off Hayes, who had it right there in his hands, but he was looking at the basket and not catching the basketball.
Gonna do first what comes first. Pistons inside to Karis. No chance against LeBron. It's batted around. Reeves has it. to LeBron. Nice bounce. What a pass.
He looked at Reeves, and he passed it underneath the Vanderbilt. That is
9 assists for LeBron James.
That is a classic no-looker.
Now it's 10. They added that assist to his total. And the Pistons go inside for out of 8. Now he's 9 for 9. Hits the first. Danish.
Earlier today, George, when we were discussing this game, would you be okay with a 1 or a 2 point game with just under 9 to go? What would you have said?
I said yes. Yeah, there's no Cade Cunningham.
Yeah, I think a lot of people would have taken that, roll with it and see what
And
the
no
Pistons can
Isaiah
do.
Stewart and no Marcus Sasser.
Yeah.
91 for the Lakers. Pistons lead by 2. LeBron touches it to Jackson Hayes, and the ball gets away. It's out of bounds.
Good recovery.
To the home team.
Got it out of the hands of LeBron, and it ends up going out of bounds on the Lakers. Pistons, again, hanging in there.
Daniel Jenkins to forecourt. Tobias, dribble hands to Kevin Huerter.
Zone right now by the Lakers, an extended one too.
JD inside. Devontae Green got it blocked. Goes to the goaltend.
Heck yeah.
8:08 to play. Austin Reeves against Danis. Screen from Hayes. Hayes is bumped, and they'll call the foul. Ravia checks in. Lakers to LeBron. LeBron backs and bumps. Pass into the paint, taken away. Kevin Huerter with the drive. Kevin lays it up, lays it in. Luke Kennard got hit in the mouth in the scrum. And now the Pistons have hit the Lakers in the mouth with a 6-0 run. 97-91. Austin Reeves short with a long gun. Hayes gets it back for LeBron. LeBron with a line driver off glass as he was bumped going into the shot. Third. LeBron hits the first. Asar Thompson's coming back.
Why?
For the Pistons. Luka's coming back for the Lakers. That's why Asar is coming back. 7:25 left. LeBron makes all 3. He has 10 points, 10 assists, 7 rebounds. 97-94. Pistons with the lead in the ball. 7:17 to play.
Lakers are going to stay in that zone.
JD comes to work against it against Hayes. Drops it down to Tobias. Over Reeves with a shot. And on the way down, LeBron got a hand on the shot, and that's a goaltend.
Now he makes
Trailing by 5. 6:55 left. LeBron against Tobias. Luka against Jalen Durham. Starts along the baseline. Couple of up fakes and a shot that it won't drop. Tobias with a rebound.
You know what? He was trying so hard to get that foul. I think it may have disconcerted his effort on the shot.
Absolutely. Great call. Danis Jenkins against Reeves. Hands to JD. Topside Tobias. Clock at 9. Tobias against Reeves. Clock at 6. Now 5. Hands it off inside for Danis. Fires from the baseline and fills it up.
He's having a night.
What, me worry? Are you kidding? 22 and 8 dimes for Danis Jenkins. And now the Pistons lead him by 7. 6:10 to play. Luke Kennard back to Luka Doncic. Clock's at 6. Luka to the baseline, fires and fills it up. Luka with 30.
I like Luka Doncic. I like watching him play. He's supremely talented. But, man, he has something to say to the official after every single shot.
Sometimes they get so used to it they don't tee him up, and maybe they should. Lean to the rim, and JD scores. He has 20.
On 9 shots, George.
103-96. LeBron's pass picked off by Kevin Huerter. Heck of a defensive play. Here comes Kevin to forecourt. The Danis in the lane. Nearly lost it. Now he did to Luka. Ahead to LeBron. LeBron. Luke Kennard, corner 3, won't go through. LeBron with a rebound, back up, and he made his mark on this ball game.
Yeah, he has.
Sneaking up on a triple-double, but only 12 points. Needs 1 more rebound for a triple-double. Danis Jenkins lost the dribble. goes back to get it. Takes it to the rim. Flips it up and in. That's called concentration from that young man. He has 2 dozen.
I'll throw determination in there, too.
You got it. 105-98 Pistons. Luka backs in, spins and fires, draws a foul. Luka's first free throw is up and in. 5-point Piston lead with 4 minutes left. Duncan Robinson gives to Paul Reed. Back to Duncan. Gets to the lane. Pivots. Almost lost it. Goes to the floor for it against LeBron. Comes up with it. Asar Thompson had it. Inside for Tobias. They shoving
them to throw passes that are low percentage.
Screen by Ayton for Luka.
Paul Reed just stay down. Hand up, stay down.
Luka over Reed, and he missed it. Ayton with a rebound. Back up with a hook off the glass, and he hit it.
Helps to be 7 feet tall.
Ayton has 10 and 10 rebounds. It's now 3-point Piston lead. Dennis Jenkins to Duncan Robinson. Long gunning, no. Rebound to Paul Reed. Hits the floor. 3:09 left in the third. Pistons are up 3.
Boy, how big would a basket here be?
Duncan Robinson off the glass. It's in and out. Squirts out of bounds. 3:02 showing on the clock. Janison bounds to Duncan Robinson. Now JD. Whoop. Duncan Robinson went one way, the pass went the other. 3 minutes to play. Luka Doncic hangs on to it for a minute against Asar. Off on the wing to Luke Kennard.
Through of Luke Kennard, and that's going to get called.
Luke gets the first free throw. That tightens it up to 105 to 103. Another, it's up and it's in.
He was the hero in Orlando in their last game with a 3-pointer as the clock ran out, gave them a 1-point victory. Luke Kennard.
Made his free throws. He has 6. And now we're tied at 105. Tobias against Luka. 2.5 left. Tobias turns to the lane, fires, fills it up. Clutch shot. Executed to perfection by Tobias Harris.
Lakers didn't bring another guy, so he had one-on-one and multiple dribbles.
Nobody better in those situations than Tobias. Luka, top side to Kennard. Kennard holds that pivot, puts it outside to Luka. Deep to Ayton, and a whistle with the clock at 7. DeAndre Ayton missed the first. An even better foul now.
61% free throw shooter, George. Heck of a foul. Lock out if you're the Pistons.
He nailed the next. Pistons 107, the Lakers 106. 2 minutes to play. Dennis Jenkins to forecourt against Reeves. Keeps that dribble. Backs up against Ayton. Clock at 8. Starts his drive. Gets to the basket. A swipe at it, and Ayton doesn't get it. It comes away to the Lakers. Pistons lead it by 1. 1:38 to play. LeBron James dishes to Luka. Luka on the sideline. Backs up with the clock at 6. Top side of Kennard. He'll fire. It's in and out. Rebound to Tobias. Pistons caught a break there. That thing started to go down. 1:12 left. Pistons by 1. Clock at 10. Tobias against Luke Kennard. Gives to Asar Thompson. Clock at 4. He'll turn and fire. He missed it. Off it comes to Luka Doncic. 55 seconds left. Pistons up 107 to 106. High screen for Ayton to try to free Luka. Gives it back to Ayton. Gets it back. Shoots a pass to Luke Kennard. Kennard inside the drive. Ooh, got the first. Nearly came out, but it didn't. So now we're tied at 107 with 39.9 to go in the game. clean make on the next one, the first Laker lead. Tobias with a smile on his face, being guarded by LeBron. Duncan Robinson bounces to Tobias on the weave, the handoff to Danis Jenkins. Danis drives. He drew contact and a foul. Arabia fell on him.
3 from him to put a game in the overtime. He made all 3. Let's see what happens here.
Sure did against Cleveland. First one's up and it's in.
And the good news here is that, you know, if he makes this and put the Pistons up, unless the Lakers go really, really quick to try and play 2 for 1, the Pistons should get the possible last possession.
Exactly. That one's good for Danis. And the Pistons are up 1-0 more for the Lakers. Luka bounces it inside to Reeves. Reeves turns to the lane, to the basket, fires and fills it with 29.7 to play.
It went early, too. That was by deception.
Thank you. Kevin Herter will inbound. Outside for Danis. Danis drives. Danis from the baseline. Fires, fills it with 24.6 left. Pistons by 1. Here come the Lakers. Split-second difference. Shot clock to game clock. Luka to the lane. Luka with a fadeaway. No! Jalen Duren with a rebound. Off to Duncan Robinson. Ahead to Danis. And he's grabbed and fouled with 9 seconds to play. The Pistons coming through so far. Now he has set a new career high. First free throw's up and it's in. He has 29. Pistons 112. The Lakers 110. 9 seconds showing on the game clock.
If he makes this, I imagine the Lakers will call a timeout and advance the basketball. Pistons will then have to decide if they're going to foul or give the Lakers a chance to tie it up with a shot by not fouling.
Danis with another clutch free throw. That's a bad boy, right? 113 to 110. The Pistons lead them here in downtown Detroit.
Nowadays, if you're going to foul on to avoid the shot, you almost have to foul on the very catch because guys are so good at going into the shot immediately.
LeBron will inbound. Whips it to the middle of the court. Luka hangs on. Luka against JD. Shots on the way, and it's short. And the Lakers now.